it's Shannon Miller. It's Thursday. It's that time again in Arizona. It's 5 p.m. What's that song? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm going to jump on here just a couple minutes early, and we're going to switch out bodies. So Abigail had something come up, so she couldn't meet with me live because she had a bunch of questions on how to attract more clients. And so Miss Tracy Stanley's going to join me live, so I'm just waiting for her to pop in and wait for the rest of you guys to appear. That's for sure. Hi, I don't know who's there. Let's see if we can fix this so that it is going to go the right way. Perfect, so that at least if I show you something, it will be there. And we're just waiting for Miss Tracy. If you're there, let me message you really quick. So you can get yourself ready to go. I am a little bit early. And we'll talk about, hi, Yamira, how are you? Hi, Ruth, how are you? And hopefully my bird will be quiet because he's always a beast. I don't know how many of you guys have birds, but I never imagined myself being a bird person. I had finches when I was a kid. Oh, Tracy can't go live. All right. Okay, I'll just fly solo. So Tracy, hi Michael, how are you? Is not going to be able to meet with me to, she had a bunch of questions for, to get more clients and attract better clients. You guys hear me talk all about the higher price points. I showed you an actual screenshot from another group that I'm in where the person who was in Austin is charging $100 more than what I'm charging here in my small town. I highly recommend, as we kind of bob along, I feel like we're in the river, right? We're just going down the Salt River, and we're trying to figure out the bumps as we go along. We got to turn and then another turn, and then, you know, it's just kind of a new adventure that we're all going on for price point. There are many of you who are still underpriced, and I'm hoping to get my hands on you. So that's why I'm going to have two announcements. If you have not purchased the Pricing Blueprint Masterclass, it actually is going to go on sale now. So if you're interested in it, it's actually not going to be for $20.22. It's on sale for Mommy's Day for $9.99. And if you are also interested, there's a second Mommy's Day promotion, and that is the Pricing Blueprint Masterclass with the included welcome packet and the move out cleaning contract. So if that is something that you're interested in, it's $36.99. And I guess we'll get started since Miss Tracy isn't going to be able to make it. She's not feeling well, or her husband's not feeling well or something. But in any case, a lot of times you'll hear me talk about how to attract more clients. The number one easiest path, the path of least resistance, is going to be, let's see if I can get it. It's going to be a logo. And a lot of times, and you guys have heard me say this, and I guess I'm just going to get on my soapbox. So those of you who are in larger areas, what do you spend most of your time doing? You're driving, right? So you're driving and you're looking over there. Oh, they're building that building over there. And you're looking over there. Oh, it's an ocean view. So those of you who are lucky enough to have the ocean view, right? But you want to have a logo not on the side of your car. People will see that. But you want to have a logo in the back window of your car. And it just needs, you can get fancy. I know a couple of you really, Chrissy Flores wants to be in your video. Chrissy, are you sure you want to be in the video? Here, I'll let you in. Invite to your camera, send requests. You can't bring Chrissy Flores on. And maybe it was a misstep. But in any case, excuse me, the back window, it's going to be your number one spot that people spend the most time. So they're driving across town, you're in traffic. Chrissy says no. I don't blame you. No one wants to be in the hot seat today. So having a logo, and it doesn't have to be sophisticated. It could just say house cleaning. With your phone number, right? Here's my phone number. And you can just say bonded and insured. Or you could not say you're bonded and insured. That's all you need. I know everyone kind of, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but having a logo is the cheapest way to advertise your cleaning business, especially when you're small. There are do's and don'ts. So when you're out running around and you have the logo on the back of your car, you can't go around flipping the finger to people, right? You'll have people who try to cut in when there isn't a safe distance to stop, and then they'll get upset with you. Hi, Kim. And you got to kind of take that into consideration. So you can't go flipping the bird to people when you have a logo on your car. And then if you actually do get a phone call and they say, well, you know, are you in the white car with the logo on it? You can say, I'm really sorry, this is the corporate office. I'm speaking from experience. How can I help you? And they'll say, well, there's this woman in this white car and she cut me off. And then that's when you say, I'm really sorry. I'll be more than happy to address that with that individual. And then fully knowing that that person probably deserved to have the middle finger. I hate to say it. But, you know, we all try to be courtesy and professional. And but having a logo on the back of your car, make sure that you check the area that you live in to see if it's okay, because some states it's not okay to put a logo on your car, and other states require a special driver's license, not a driver's license, special plate for advertising your business. In Arizona, we are free to do so. So if you are here, it's usually not a problem. The only caution, like I said, is not to give everyone the bird. And it should cover the whole back window. If you're, Yamira asked a question. So it should cover the back window, but you should be able to still see out of the window. So it should be big enough that you can see without being obstructed. I highly recommend that you have a professional do it. And the best part, you ready? Drum roll, please. You can trade for it. Yay! Yes, yes. If you guys have not traded for anything, look at the Made Broker website. I traded for that website. The Clean Freaks University website, I also traded for that website as well. These are things that you can turn around in your mind to trade for, right? So when you have a logo for the back of your car, 25% of all my business when I was new came off the back of my car. So you're just driving around doing your thing, minding your business, and people will actually screenshot it, or you can get a QR code installed if your window guy is sophisticated, and all they have to do is go up to the back of your window and then hit the button and boom. Takes them right to your website. They can call you from there, see what you're all about. But that is the cheapest way to get immediate calls for your business, is having a logo installed on the back of your car. Now, here's the setup for it. Say you're new and you don't have the funds for marketing and you think it's going to be $400, right? So you go to your Facebook groups and you say, I'm interested in having a logo installed on the back of your car. Snap a photo of your car without your license plate and say, this is what it is. Please private message me. If someone, don't say that you want to trade unless you want to openly say you want to trade, but then when you get them on the messenger, say, I'm interested in trading for this. Is this something that you would consider? They're either going to tell you yes or no, right? Who doesn't need housekeeping? Everybody. Everybody needs housekeeping regardless of where they are. And it should be for dollar. So if it's a $400 logo, you give them a $400 cleaning. It's not I'm going to charge you $25 an hour and I'm going to work this many hours to pay off the $400. No. It's $400 logo for $400 cleaning. You just give them a nice top to bottom deluxe cleaning. You guys shake hands. Voila, right? So that's how you work around the very first thing. And you guys always hear me talk about it. Get a logo for the back of your car. I don't want to hear that you can't afford it. You can trade for it, right? Does anybody have any questions so far? Nicole says trading for fun. How big? Let's see. So true, I have learned. All right, so it looks like we don't have any major question. Squeegee is the best way to remove animal hair. Yes, Christina, but we're talking about marketing. But yes, that is a nice method of removing hair. Nicole wants to know the best way to get pet hair off couches. Okay, now I see what's going on. I'm just catching up to everybody. Sorry. So, no other questions about the car logo at all? I didn't even ask if you guys can hear me, but I hope that you can. Another thing that you can do And I've had this conversation privately to attract more business. This is all shoestring, sweat equity type of things that you can do until you get up and going and you have more funds for marketing, because you should be taking a certain percentage of every dollar that you put in, and you should be putting it towards marketing. And that's discussed in the Structure, Scale, and Profit Cleaning Business Academy. But we're not here to talk about that right now. So what you can do is go right over to your Facebook page, right? So you guys all have a Facebook page because you're in my group, right? So when you go to, I don't know if you guys can see it. Look. Okay. So when you go to my personal Facebook page, you can see exactly what I do. It tells I'm transparent as possibly can be, right? We're going to go this way. Hopefully you guys can see that. So when you actually click on my cover photo, it says see cover photo. And my cover photo talks about joining my group, right? It's kind of a little bit blurry, I'm sorry, and it's crooked. But yes, you need a Facebook business page, but how you're going to attract more business and tell people what you do is you're going to change your Facebook personal page to direct them to your business page. Does that make sense? So you have this, and you look at my personal page, it says mentor to cleaning business owners, join my Facebook group here, and it says what I do. When I go to let you guys in the group, half you guys are like ghosts. Nobody has any information at all. Where they're from, about what they're doing, nothing. You guys are you're missing the curve. And I actually had a marketing guy show me this thing right here, that this is how you attract more business, is you go right to your own personal page and you create a Facebook cover, and it says go to my business page here, or private message me to schedule. I'd love to chat, right? You're going to have them lead into it so you can get the phone call so you can close the deal. Like I said, it's really important. So you need to have a Facebook business page, and then your personal page needs to say that you're in business. Half the time when I look, you guys are not in business to do anything. Nobody knows what you're doing. And I know Facebook was put out there so that you guys could intermingle with friends and family. But then some of you don't even have very many friends, right? If you look at how many friends I have like 25 or 2,600 friends on Facebook. I think they cap you out at 5. The only way to get more business is to accept friend requests, right? So if you have no friends on Facebook and you're not accepting friend requests, you are missing the boat, right? Now, there is a caveat to that. You can't post a complaint publicly about a customer on your personal page. That would be a no-no. There are Facebook groups that you can go to vent those types of things. Housekeepers of America, I'm an admin in that group. There's a lot of stuff that happens in that group, but it's only for cleaning business owners. But it's mostly, they share tips, but it's mostly for complaints. That's what that group's for. There's a couple of other groups that are just for complaints. And that's okay. Like the group that you guys are in is not really for complaints. I'm here to teach you things. That's what it's for. I'm not here to look at your advertisement unless you want me to, but it's not for advertising your business. How you advertise on Facebook is through your personal page. And it's really easy to do a Facebook cover photo. You can go right to canva.com. They have actually video. They've improved it over the years. You don't have to try to figure it out anymore. They have tutorial videos that you can watch. It's really easy to learn. Anybody, even those who are not tech savvy, can use it. And then after you've friended all your friends, you can max that out at 5,000. You start to like post in your local Facebook groups, right? This I know seems like it should be obvious, but sometimes it's not. So figure out which Facebook groups you're allowed to post in and how often. Some Facebook groups you can only post once a month. Other Facebook groups, doesn't matter, you can do it once a week. There's some Facebook groups you can probably do it every day. It doesn't bother them at all. It just depends on what type of Facebook group it is. But start to learn how to make ad copy. Like for Mother's Day, how many are running a Mother's Day special? I'm not running a Mother's Day special for my cleaning business, but I am running a Mother's Day special for you guys, right? So pre-planning and having a production schedule is also helpful. You can post, and then posting on all to your social media calendar is also helpful. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice because I've done nothing but talk all day. There are social media calendar schedulers that will actually post to multiple social media sites at once. I use Puebler.com. I actually have run out of content and I'm really bad. So I need to get back in there and schedule some content because I had content going daily and I've had so much happening in the last 3 weeks. I haven't had time to catch up. But there are like Zapier is one. I'm sure that you guys could tell me of some social media calendar post schedulers that are out there. But there, you can go right to AppSumo. That is a really great place to get in on software that's up and coming. It's great for the entrepreneur. I buy stuff off there all the time. That's where I got Puebler. I got a lifetime buy-in. I think for $49 I bought 2. So because your social media channels are large, right? You have YouTube and then not TubeBuddy, but the counterfeit YouTube, and then there's Rumble and BitChute, and now there's Telegram, and then if you're on, what's the new one? I just got approved. It took months. True Social. These are all up and coming, but social sites that you could post your business on. Alignable. You should all have an alignable profile. And even if you don't engage, all of your social media needs to match. So whatever photo you pick, and you guys have all seen my I had some branding photos done last year. I had a lot of fun doing it. It took 2 beers. Before I was like calm enough to relax to be able to take the photos. She did a great job. And you can also trade for that too. So these are all little things that you can do to help promote your business. Some of you guys have heard me talk about the red bucket and Chamber of Commerce meetings. When you go to a networking event, because I think we're past the big C word. If we still have it, let me know. I'm pretty sure everybody has released all of the restrictions for said C word. Go to Walmart. They have the red buckets. They're $10 and have a sticker logo put on it. I don't have one down here. And then start to schedule marketing events that you can go to. Usually they serve hors d'oeuvres. So if you're starving, you can wolf down some food, but you're not really there to eat. You're there to market, right? So that's important as well. And just take your marketing bucket and hand out print material. People like, believe it or not, to engage with you, and they want to find out what you're doing. But they want the print, right? The postcards. Go to Vistaprint. Vistaprint will send you coupons, and you can order postcards when they're 50% off, right? So these are all cheap ways that you can use, whether you're in a large or a small town, to help market yourself until you get up and going. After you get to a certain point, then there's actual structured things that you can do to help generate SEO back to your website. Having a Yelp profile is super important. Angie's List, I'm not a fan of Angie's List, but it helps to have a profile. So when people Google your name, you pop up in all of these places. So because people do business with people they like, know, and trust, right? Does anyone have any questions so far? 2 beers, yes. Ha ha ha. Can you post the name of the social media info? I'm bad with all that stuff. So Maria, do you need the social media sites where you need to post at, or the social media scheduler? If you could just let me know. And then is there any other question about what needs to go for marketing? I second the QR code. Perfect if you are in a parking lot. Yes, I concur. Even my mom, who is 75, takes her iPhone and actually puts it on the thing, because it took her a couple tries. Now she's 75, and if she can do it, you guys can do it. So I was proud. I'm like, you did it! Woohoo! She's not that tech savvy, and it was big. So she has, she's got a Mac computer, and we have the iPad, and we have the iPhone. And the reason why she has all Mac stuff is because I have all Mac stuff, so if she gets stuck, I can actually help her and walk her through. It just makes it easier. And then the iPad is really nice too, because then if I take photos of the kids, because it's all synced together, her iPad is connected to me, so she can see all the photos of my my littles, right? And that's what I got her for Mother's Day last year. So she looks at the iPad and she's like, I see the photo. But yes, if my mom can do the QR code off the back of a car, anybody can. So are there any other bits of information that you guys need to help yourself get started. Mind your own PS and QS. Okay. So Facebook, Instagram, yes. Instagram is great. I don't spend a lot of time. I probably should spend more time on Instagram. I do get messages through Instagram, so I do check them, but I don't check them as often as I do on Facebook. I'm on Facebook more, just because that's just where my market is. TikTok, I know nothing about TikTok. It is a video platform. I don't necessarily agree with all their methods, but it is entertaining, and I think there is a purpose for it, except for when it's trying to tell you guys to clean with Tide and fabric softener on someone's floor. I'm just waiting for someone to go, I tried it and ruined someone's $30,000 floor. What do I do? I'm like, I hope you have insurance. So are there any other questions? Those are just some shoestring things that you can do that are totally low budget, sweat equity. Start going to networking events. The chamber will actually let you go to 2 meetings before they make you join. If you have a local BNI and you're brand new in business, they teach you how to do your elevator speech. If you get into a large group, then you have 40 people who are all required to recommend you by word of mouth. When you're new, I think it's a great platform. The price varies from city to city. So sometimes it's $600, sometimes it's $300. It just depends. But your local BNI chapter, Toastmasters is another great place to learn how to public speak if you're not comfortable doing so. You can join them. The problem with my area is everybody's retired and they're like at 5 a.m. and I have kids to drop off. So no Toastmasters for Shannon. But these are all ways that you can use to help yourself build a better business and get your name out there. Any other questions? I think I got them. Is it going to be recorded? I haven't heard many of those websites. Yes. This should post to Facebook, and then Facebook is now back to removing them after 30 days. So I've been pulling them down and reposting them in the YouTube channel. So if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. That's where usually I house most of the stuff on Facebook. I can imagine as many videos as there are, what kind of server they need to have to store all of the information that is there. So I can see why they would want to remove those videos after 30 days. Any other questions? Yes, Katie, it was 2 bears. I think we got, that's just some basic stuff to get you guys started on getting more business. When your phone rings, make sure you answer it. Doesn't matter if you're in a client's home or not, answer your phone because you're paying for the lead. Always carry, if you've seen the video, wearing an apron makes you clean faster, put a little notebook inside of your apron, walk into the bathroom and take the call. And then fold your notebook, put your notebook back and keep your pin on you or put it in your hair. That way you're always prepared. So when you get the call and you have your headphones in, you just click it, right? Makes it easy that way. Always answer the phone when it rings because you're paying for the leads. And sometimes leads can be over $200. So you want to make sure. It says, can I ask where you were an actual housekeeper? Oh, Amy, are you seriously asking where I was an actual housekeeper? I actually started, if you're asking about me and not to anyone else in the group, I started as an independent cleaner, believe it or not, over a decade ago. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And then next thing you know, I had 2 locations and 26 employees and 4 office staff. So that's how I got my beginning. Can you tell us what you do now? I spend a lot of my time helping you guys, but I'm actually called a cleaning business strategist. So I teach people how to build the back end of their business instead of being run over by their business. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that in the beginning. Dog bird. Any other questions? Amy, I hope I answered your question. I think I got up. Oh, it says, Sierra asks, I signed up for Alignable. What is it? Alignable is like a little mini Facebook for just adults and business owners. So it's supposed to be kind of a referral thing, and they'll say it's like a free option and then there's a paid option. I would just sign up for the free option. I've never paid for the paid option and I still get leads off of it. So it's all about building the bio and what you say, and you can say I'm a cleaning business owner and have been so for over a decade. I service you know, Prescott Valley, Chino Valley, you know, Yarnell, whatever areas you choose. If you're down in Phoenix, you know, there's Mesa, Glendale, Scottsdale, you know, and then if you go down further down south, there's Sierra Vista, Tucson, you know, it just depends on what areas you service. And then that way, when they, like I said, the more stuff you have out, the more the Google and the DuckDuckGo and the other browsers will pick up your business name, and you'll get elevated to the higher ranking. So because when you go to Google, right, it's the first 3 people. You're not going to go to the second or the 100 page. You're just going to go to the first 3, right? Oh, this person has some good reviews. And I've talked about getting good reviews. You can do that usually right in the fall and then again in the spring, and you can have a review campaign based on your customers' performance, and then the employee or your cleaning tech gets a reward for the most 5-star reviews. You can do it right on the, like a whiteboard right here, and you just put their name, and then when they come into the office, they can see, oh, well, Shannon has 5-star, well, Mary only has 2, and you have 30 days to get, and it just helps bump your SEO up, the more 5-star reviews. Any other questions? Yes. Yama asks, do you think it is okay to put in the business page on your personal photo? Yes, that's what exactly, if you go to my personal profile, it refers you back to the group. And then if you go to my Facebook page, the entrepreneur, it says Shannon Miller Entrepreneur, it also refers you to the group. So I have 2 pages plus the group. I hope that makes sense. But yes, that's what you guys should be doing to help elevate the business. Because when I go to look at your profile to approve you in the group, just to kind of check out, make sure you're not a troll, that you're going to ask me 50 bazillion cleaning questions. I'm kidding. But I do look at everybody that I approve in the group. It's important to know who I'm going to be interfacing with, right? So yeah, that's what I would do. Any other questions? All right. Well, I am going to sign off. If you have any other questions after the fact, please feel free to ask. I hope that you guys have a great Mommy's Day, and I hope Sunday's fun. Champagne, right? Take care.